Stanley Perlman. He is a professor of microbiology and immunology at the University of Iowa. Professor, thanks so much for your time for TRT World. Now, is there any progress when it comes to research? What is the latest that science is saying about the coronavirus?
Well, we know a lot about these coronaviruses from past infections of SARS and MERS, and we're learning that there's a lot of similarities with those infections. In terms of this particular infection, I think the key thing we want to know is why does it transmit so readily, and that we really do not have new information about.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back to that cruise ship. How difficult it is to contain the outbreak while people are on a cruise ship in that enclosed space?
I think that this point was raised by some of your previous speakers. It's very difficult. You're taking people, some of whom are infected, most of whom are not, putting them all in a small space, and it's the perfect setup for virus actually to spread from the infected people to others. So it's maybe a way for making things worse, even though it's protecting the outside world from the infection.
Mm-hmm. And what would be your advice for people traveling across the world? What is the best way to stay safe when we don't have that many informations about coronavirus?
That's a really good question because I'm going to be traveling in the next couple of days myself. So what I will be doing is I will be very careful around people who are coughing. I will wash my hands frequently. I will make sure that if I start feeling ill, I will pull away from the general population. And that's the best things that we could do now. Hand washing is the most important thing because this virus spreads when people get virus on their hand and then touch their nose or mouth, which all of us do all the time.
Okay, thanks so much for that. Stanley Perlman, professor of microbiology and immunology at the University of Iowa. Thanks so much for that, sir.